Okay, now that we've read the coming of Beowulf and we have discussed what is taking place in that portion of the epic poem, we are now going to read Unferth's challenge. Unferth spoke, Eglaf's son, who sat at Hrothgar's feet, spoke harshly and sharp, vexed by Beowulf's adventure, by their visitor's courage, and angry that anyone in Denmark or anywhere on earth had ever acquired glory and fame greater than his own. You're Beowulf, are you? The same boastful fool who fought a swimming match with Breca. Both of you daring and young and proud, exploring the deepest seas, risking your lives for no reason but the danger? All older and wiser heads warned you not to, but no one would check your pride. With Brecker at your side, you swam along the sea paths, your swift moving hands pulling you over the ocean's face. Then winter churned through the water. The waves ran you as they wheeled, and you struggled 7 long nights to survive. And at the end, victory was his, not yours. The sea carried him close to his home, to southern Norway, near the land of the Brondings, where he ruled and was loved, where his treasure was piled and his strength protected, his town and his people. He'd promised to outswim you. Bonston's son made that boast ring true. You've been lucky in your battles, Beowulf, but I think your luck may change if you challenge Grendel, staying a whole night through in this hall, waiting where the fiercest of demons can find you. Beowulf answered, Egitho's great son, Unferth, my friend, your face is hot with ale, and your tongue has tried to tell us about Breca's doings. But the truth is simple. No man swims in the sea as I can. No strength is as matched as mine. As boys, Breca and I had boasted. We were both too young to know better, that we'd risk our lives far out in the sea, and so we did. Each of us carried a naked sword, prepared for whales or the swift sharp teeth and beaks of needlefish. He could never leave me behind, swim faster across the waves than I could, and I had chosen to remain close to his side. I remained near him for 5 long nights, until a flood swept us apart. The frozen sea surged around me. It grew dark. The wind turned bitter, blowing from the north, and the waves were savage. Creatures who slept deep in the sea were stirred into life, and the iron-hammered links of my mail shirt, these shining bits of metal woven across my chest, saved me from death. A monster seized me, drew me swiftly towards the bottom, swimming with its claws tight in my flesh. But fate let me find its heart with my sword, hack myself free. I fought that beast's last battle, left it floating lifeless in the sea. Other monsters crowded around me, continually attacking. I treated them politely, offering the edge of my razor sharp sword. But the feast, I think, did not please them, filled their evil bellies with no banquet rich food, thrashing there at the bottom of the sea. By morning, they decided to sleep on the shore, lying on their backs, their blood spilled out on the sand. Afterwards, sailors could cross the sea road and feel no fear. Nothing would stop their passing. Then God's bright beacon appeared in the east. The water lay still, and at last I could see the land. Wind swept cliff walls at the edge of the coast. Fate saves the lives when they drive away death by themselves. Lucky or not, 9 was the number of sea-hung monsters I killed. What man anywhere under heaven's high arc had fought in such darkness, endured more misery, or been harder pressed? Yet I survived the sea, smashed the monster's hot jaws, swam home from my journey. The swift flowing water swept me along, and I landed on finished soil. I've heard no tales of you, Unferth, telling of such clashing terror, such contests in the night. Brecca's batters were never so bold. Neither he nor you can match me. And I mean no boast, have announced no more than I know to be true. And there's more. You murdered your brothers, your own close kin. Word and bright wit won't help your soul. You'll suffer hell's fires, Unferth, forever tormented. Eglaf's proud son, if your hands were as hard, your heart as fierce as you think it, no fool would dare to raid your hall, ruin Herod, and oppress its prince as Grendel has done. But he's learned that terror is his alone. Discovered he can come for your people with no fear or reprisal. He's found no fighting here, but only food, only delight. He murders as he likes, with no mercy, gorges and feasts on your flesh, and expects no trouble, no quarrel from the quiet Danes. Now the Geats will show him courage. Soon he can test his strength in battle, and when the sun comes up again, opening another bright day from the south, anyone in Denmark and the shapes of the darkness move black and silent through the world. Hrothgar's warrior rose with him. He went to Beowulf and braced the Geats. Brave prince wished him well, hoped that Herod would be his to command. And then he declared, no one strange to this land has ever been granted what I've given you. No one in all the years of my rule. Make this best of all mead halls yours, and then keep it free of evil. Fight with glory in your heart. Purge Herod, and your ship will sail home with its treasures hold full. The feast ends. Beowulf and his men take the place of Hrothgar's followers and lie down to sleep in Herod. Beowulf, however, is a wakeful, eager to meet his enemy.